Hi, and welcome to Good Dogma by the Sea, a home for wayward dogs. And tonight is Wednesday Night Wags, episode 3. Tonight I'm focusing on one of the strategies that I talked about last week in terms of dealing with dogs who have high energy, especially if you are a low energy person, and how we can supplement your dog's daily walks with treadmill work. So tonight I'm going to talk about when I use treadmills, what kinds of dogs I use treadmills with, what kinds of treadmills I like to use, and then I'm going to follow it up with giving you 2 examples of dogs that I trained just this week to use a treadmill. One is a board and trained dog who has come here for basic training, and the other is a young golden retriever, not yet a year, just using the treadmill to help burn off a little bit of energy. So you'll get an opportunity to see 2 dogs with very different personalities, how I trained them to use the treadmill. And just as a quick disclaimer, I want to just say, I don't know you. I don't know your dog, so I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you you should use treadmills. I'm not telling you treadmills are the best thing in the world. What I am saying is I use treadmills, and this is how I use them. Well, the most common reason that we use treadmills is for inclement weather. Not just freezing snow or rain and high winds, but also high humidity, heat, buggy weather. These are all times I like to use the treadmills to keep the dogs out of weather that could cause them some stress. And what kinds of dogs do I use the treadmill with? Well, again, the most common ones are young, high-energy dogs who just never get enough of doing. The treadmill can really help with that. But also with dogs who are anxious, who, for them, once they learn the treadmill, it's something they know how to do, and it's a confidence builder for them every day. I also use the treadmill for dogs who are coming off of some kind of surgery or medical care where I can't let them play with other dogs because they have a surgical site. So here's Ella, who had just come off a tailectomy.
Oh, you got a pimple.
And she did have a pimple.
Oh, that's a big pimple. Oh, no. This is a big pimple. Yeah. Oh, such a good girl. You want to go on the treadmill now? Here we go. You ready?
Ella is using a dog treadmill here.
Okay, here we go.
And although they can be pricey, they do come with some stability that isn't there with human treadmills. But this dog treadmill, really nice to have for beginning work and for dogs who need some stability. So let's start training. So this is Sophie. You're going to see me walking Sophie past these dogs who are on the treadmill. I just want her to get comfortable walking past the noise of the treadmill. Also, I want her to experience that these dogs are completely comfortable on the treadmill and that they're doing just fine. So I'm going to take my time and walk her up to each treadmill and let her sit next to the treadmill while the dogs are walking and just get her used to it. Sophie is an anxious dog, and so this upfront work, it's important, and you can't rush it.
Sophie, sit.
And you can see she's not concerned. Her tail is very confident, and she's not acting cowering around these treadmills at all. And that's why this upfront work of having them around the treadmill while it's running is worth the time and effort.
Hi, Sophie. Let's go.
Now at the moment, I am not using food.
Sophie, sit.
There's a little stress release with that yawn.
Sophie, sit.
So I'm not using food right now. I don't find that it was necessary. She wasn't needing it to get her motivated to be next to these treadmills, but I will use it later on.
Sophie, up. There you go.
And now I'm just having her get on and off a treadmill that is not running.
Sophie, up. Sit.
There we go.
Good.
This again is a dog treadmill. It's longer than the other treadmills.
Okay. Good girl. Whoa, clunk. Sophie.
And all I want here is for her paws.
Girl.
I just want her paws to be on the treadmill.
Good girl. Sophie. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Okay.
Nice, nice. So now I'm turning her treadmill on, and I'm gonna let her investigate.
There goes Sophie.
I want her to see that this belt is moving.
Oh. Come on, Sophie.
And now I'm gonna see if she'll put her paws up on this moving tread. Or the.
Oh, here we go. Come on, Sophie. Yay!
There we go.
Good girl. Good girl. Yes, sir. Sophie. Yeah. Good girl.
I'm using my voice to let her know when she does the right thing.
Sophie. Hup. Good girl. Good girl. Okay.
That was quite good because she moved her paws there with the treadmill moving. And here we go again. The treadmill is moving, and I just want her paws to go up on that treadmill.
Around here. Look. Around. Good girl. Yes. Good girl.
We just need to be patient. There we got some steps there. That was good.
Good girl.
So here I'm going to turn the treadmill off because she's had a couple of hard ones where the belt was moving. Now I'm going to let her get confident again. Belt's not moving. So I switch between the belt moving and the belt being still. So build her confidence back up again before I challenge her with the moving tread again.
Good girl.
Here we go. Here's, I think, some treats coming here. Just to give her a little bit of a,
Yum, yum, yum.
yeah, yum, yum, yum. Those are good.
Sophie. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. Let's turn it on.
So now I'm going to challenge her, but I'm going to use some food to see if I can't keep her on that treadmill a little bit longer. So I didn't give her a treat there because I wanted her paws to stay on that belt. There we go. There's the treat.
Okay.
Now I'm going to use the treats for when all four paws are on. If she takes a paw off, I'm not going to give her a treat at that moment. I want all four paws on.
Sophie, come. Over here. Over here. No. You gotta come up here.
So no treat for that one. We're going to try again.
Yeah.
Much better. There we go. And now she's moving on it. Good.
Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Good job.
Lots of praise because she walked on it. Yes.
One more and then we're going to stop. Okay? That's a big one.
It's important to
Gentle with that mouth.
It's important to stop when we've had success. I don't like to stop if we have had frustration.
Here it is. Here. Good girl. Good job. Yay. I'm done. Woo.
There, she just shook off all that learning. That was intense, and she just had to shake that off for a moment. So here we go. Here's the next day. Huge difference. So now this time, I'm having her up on the treadmill, and I'm starting it while she's on the treadmill.
Good.
When a dog is new to the treadmill, you can tell because those paws, they're open wide. They spread their paws out because they don't understand this movement of the belt. So they're going to have those paws splayed open to keep themselves stable. Now that she's walking on the treadmill, now what do we need? We just need practice and lots of it. Here's a prime example of having a dog on the treadmill while you're doing little chores around. And in this particular instance, I am getting the food ready for their morning meal. And so I'm right there, and so I can see and hear her. Okay, here's doggo number 2, and this is Jack. He's a puppy. He is just coming into 7 months old.
Yeah. Good boy.
As you can see,
Good.
Jack needed no real introduction. He just walked on, and I'm helping him find the middle of the tread.
Good boy.
And now he had some success. I'm going to take him off.
Good boy. Let's try it a little bit faster this time.
Gauging how fast to have the treadmill run, you need to watch the dog.
7. Let's see if he likes that better.
Some dogs like it to go very slow at first.
Good boy.
Other dogs prefer to have the treadmill going at their normal walking pace. So you're really looking to see what makes them more comfortable. Do they want it to be at their normal walking pace, or do they want it slower at first?
Good boy, Jack. Oh. Let's try having you on and then turn it on. Let's see what happens if we do that.
So there are 2 ways of having the dog go on the treadmill. One is to have it running
What?
and have the dog walk on and just continue walking,
Let's try it out.
or have the treadmill
Jack.
still,
There it is.
and then you start it with them on it.
Help you a little bit. There we go. Good boy.
Every dog is different. Some dogs like the first option where the treadmill is running and you walk them on. Some dogs like it the second way. Treadmill is off, you put them on,
What's that?
and then you start.
Good.
But as you can see, Jack, no problem. This is his first time on the treadmill.
Stay in the middle.
Now, as you can see, this dog treadmill has a support that goes over the top that helps the dog stay in the middle.
Good boy. See what happens if I move away. Good boy, Jack. Good boy, Jack.
Now, Jack's a real people person dog, and so I want to see how does he handle it if I'm not standing in front of him.
There you go. Good boy, Jack.
And once again, we just need to practice. So I hope this was helpful for you, getting a chance to see a couple of dogs learning how to use the treadmill. They're still on their way, especially Sophie. You know, now I'm teaching her how to use other treadmills. She learned on the dog treadmill, which tends to be a tad more stable. So I want her to be prepared for when she goes home if they'd like to use a regular human treadmill with her. So I've now shifted her over to one of the human treadmills, and it means that sometimes they take a little back step. They get used to one and then they got to get used to another one. And so it's important for me to kind of get her ready so that if she goes home and they want to use a treadmill, they can use a human one. They don't have to invest in a dog treadmill, which can be quite pricey. So, but I think sweet little Jack, he would go on any treadmill and be just fine. So just know that whatever kind of dog you have, you need to pace yourself to their level of comfort. And so some dogs need lots of work up front, and other dogs, boom, you get them on the treadmill and they're great. So don't be disappointed or frustrated if your dog needs a little extra work. And then maybe you will find that a treadmill can be helpful for you as well as I find them for me, in terms of burning off a little extra energy, adding a little more confidence, and giving your dog something fun to do during the day. So if you have anything you'd like me to talk about, or questions you might have about how I manage dogs that have had a bite history, 15 dogs living together, or if you have questions about some of my training, and or have questions about your dogs and what you'd like to do with training, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will do my best to address them, or maybe I will make a video addressing your question. I hope you have a really good week with your dog, and happy training, everybody. Take care.